Google has released the Google Photos service as a separate app now, so anyone can use it. You don't need to have a Google Plus account to use Google Photos. And the good thing is that it's totally free and unlimited if you take photos up to 16 megapixel and shoot videos up to 1080p in resolution. So now you can sync and back up all your photos and videos for free. I think that's kind of amazing. And of course, nothing is totally free. Of course, you will pay with something else. And in this case, I think you will pay with that Google will know everything about you, and they can index all your photos and know everything about the places you visit and so on. But if that doesn't bother you, I think this service is excellent. I think this service is the best photo cloud service out there. And personally, I have switched to Google Photos service now from Apple's iCloud photo library service. So I have gone from 200 gigabyte of storage space in iCloud Drive down to 20 gigabyte of storage. So that means that I don't have to pay as much money every month to Apple. But I had some serious problems with Google Photos service at first because the syncing didn't work. The syncing didn't work if I had iCloud photo library to on. So I had to turn that off to have the Google Photos app to sync my photos. And then the day after, Google released an update to Google Photos, and then the syncing started to work if you have the iCloud photo library to on. But then another problem showed up, and that was that the syncing now took very long time in Google Photos. But the biggest problem was that now I had two very large libraries on my devices, one from the iCloud photo library and one from the Google Photos app. So I had around 20 gigabyte of storage together from these two services stored on my devices, so I don't have so much space left on my iPhone and iPad. And the reason for that is that the new Google Photos app tried to download the full photo, the full image from iCloud Photo Library. So that means that the iCloud Photo Library replaced the thumbnail that was on my device with the full image, the full photo on my device. And then the Google Photos app uploaded that to the Google Photos service and replaced it with a thumbnail on my device. And by doing this, all my photos from the iCloud Photo Library was downloaded to my device. So the thumbnails was removed from the device, and Google Photos library was filled with photos and thumbnails. So I had around 20 gigabyte of storage together stored on my devices thanks to this. So I had to turn the iCloud photo library off to this to work perfectly, and then manually delete every photo I had in my photo stream in the Photos app on my iPhone and iPad. So now I only have Google Photos. So now all my photos is uploaded to Google Photos, and I can easily get to all them directly from the Google Photos app on both my iPhone and iPad. So that's really nice, and the apps are very fast, so no problem at all. And I have a lot of empty storage space now on both my devices. So this will mean that I can buy a 64 gigabyte iPhone 6s and a 64 gigabyte iPad Air 3 if I want. So instead of buying a 128 gigabyte iPhone and iPad that I had planned to do this year, I can save some money by only buying the 64 gigabyte versions of them. So basically I can save money to not have to pay for 200 gigabyte of storage space in iCloud Drive every month, and I can basically save money on my next two devices by not having to buy the 128 gigabyte versions of them. So this is really good, and Google Photos, as I said, is totally free, so I think this is kind of amazing. And the index and search feature is really good in Google Photos. It's kind of scary to see how good it is. I mean, you can search for car, and Google Photos find all photos with a car in it, for example. I think that's very, very amazing. And also all the auto awesome features that Google do with your photos is very good. All the albums and stories that is created automatically for you. And one of the best things with Google Photos is the integration of share sheet and extensions. So you can very easily share photo or video to any app on your iOS device. So for example, I can have all my video clips in Google Photos and then send the video clip I need to iMovie and edit it and have it in my videos, for example. I think that's brilliant. I think that's the way I will work now, because I can store all my video clips for free in Google Photos and then just choose the videos I need for my video and edit them in iMovie. But we will see what Apple will present on WWDC next week. So if Apple will present something better than this and maybe even free, then I maybe will switch back to Apple service again, of course. Okay, that was some of my thoughts about the new Google Photos service from Google. Okay, bye.